guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to episode 19 of Western United, and today we put our Champions League futures on the line as we go to Beijing. It's a 1-1 draw after the first leg. We're in really tough because, as you are probably aware, or you may be aware, it is past May 31st, which means contracts have expired and we have lost a number of players due to their contracts expiring. They are Diamante gone on a free transfer. He's retiring anyway, but his contract was up. Meega has left us, contract expired. Ali Abbas has left us, as has Gollum, and as has Philip Curto. And this, I really would have liked to have kept him for this one, to be honest, because he's been a really good goalkeeper for us. But contract expired, and it wasn't to be. Now, in terms of loans, we managed to keep Ben Follow Me. We managed to keep Matt Pennington, Nick Pennington, isn't it? We did lose Brandon Wilson and Josh Thomas, though, so we're without those guys. Now, we are not the favourites for this one. We're still in decent form, though. You can see the other ties there. Yeah, West Sydney's already been knocked out by John Book, so we're one A-League team down already. Now, the other thing that's happened with a lot of staff contracts expiring, I'll just quickly show you. Finance is absolutely nosediving. What I did notice is that our staff wages were significant. 1.5 million, almost as much as the player wages. I do think you need good staff to get the good players, but that was maybe a little bit too high. So we've released a lot of the higher earning coaches. So we have brought the wages down. Now, I'm never sure if this is just players or if it's players and coaches, but either way, the wages have come down, and we have lesser coaches now, but much less wages as well. Now, let's go and have a look at what we're up against here in Beijing. We don't have a data analyst right now because they were making a lot of money, but we do know roughly what to expect. They're a balanced standard coaching playing style. And with the players released, this is basically, you'll notice we have no other players available. These are the 18 players, 11 on the field, 7 on the bench that are eligible to play. So Suman goes in goal. Probably the first time we've seen him on the channel, first time we've seen him outside the FFA Cup, I would imagine. He's a high potential goalkeeper. Hopefully he'll show that potential here because we're going to need it. It's Brown, Burgess, Wright and Risdon. Our back four is untouched from the grand final. Chapman is fit again. He comes in to play halfback. Pennington and Francois, we want him probably box to box though, do we? Maybe an attacking midfielder. Yeah, let's get him forward. We've got Pasquale as the number 10. He's never played number 10 before in his life, but he's going to play it today because we don't have any other options. Follow Me and Vidicic, they go up front. This is going to be tough. Look at our options on the bench. Harnett, who we've never seen before. He's never been in the first team before. He comes on the bench. Caleb Watts is available now. He's probably our best option in midfield should we need to bring a sub on. So, yeah, it's going to be really tough. So there we go, we can see the way they're playing. A part of me here thinks the best we can hope for is a narrow defeat. Just, keep it close. David Oldfield, we have a new assistant manager. He thinks we should try and encourage the team. We've got nothing to lose here. Show them what we're capable of. I think I like that. Let's do that with a bit of passion. Let's show the world what the A-League champions are all about here. Although, to be fair, it's the shell of a squad that was the A-League champions, isn't it? So let's get out there and just see what we can do. I mean, we could have gone with our usual wingers. The problem is that we don't have anybody to play. How are we defending here? I think I want to try and keep it tight. Make them go around the outside of us. We don't have anybody to play, certainly wide left, really wide either. Oh, Pennington picks it up. Dare we dream of taking an early lead here. Burgess has the ball at his feet. He goes out for Corey Brown. Brown beats his man. Can he get a ball into the box? We do have two strikers in there. It's there. It's Follow Me. He sticks it away for his 14th of the season. We've taken the lead. We've cancelled out their away goal. Oh, could we do this? This would be just the mother of all results. Corey Brown, he hasn't done much at the end of this season, but he's done really well there. Beats his man twice. And it's a good header. The goalkeeper looks quite poor, doesn't he? I wonder if we should be shooting on sight, having seen that. But we've taken the lead. I did not expect that. All right, come on, boys. Let's keep our heads here. We've won that header, have we? We've got it there, Follow Me. Nice ball early there for Pasquale. Vidicic is with him. Can he play him in? He's offside. He's found Corey Brown instead. Corey Brown. Eyes light up. Just didn't quite work there. Pasquale had to play in Vidicic, didn't he? He just waited too long. Let's give it a demand more here. They haven't done too much as of yet. And dare we dream. Come on, boys. Come on. Let's keep it going. Let's keep demanding more. Let's not rest on our laurels here. They are coming back into it now. They've had more shots than we have. Forsberg's a bit of a knock. They do have a few players missing from injury and also international call-ups. Ball to the back post. Follow Me's there. Burgess knocks it down for Pasquale. Oh, what? Oh, it's offside. I tell you what, it wasn't Pasquale offside either. Who's offside? It's someone here. It's going to be Follow Me, isn't it? It's Pennington. It's probably Pennington and Follow Me. Oh, that is so... I might have been Vidicic. His name lit up there. That is really, really unfortunate. Oh, a second goal to take the lead on away goals as well. It's right before half-time. Vidicic has been left alone there. He's in here. Dario Vidicic! Oh, he's done it! Dario Vidicic, 14th of the year for him, and it is 2-0. We've got more away goals, and just also... Hey! I didn't expect this, I'll be honest. I really, really thought we were going to struggle here. I really, really didn't see it happening. But put the end of season awards on ice because I don't think we're having them today. We might have a quarter-final first leg to look forward to here. Now, it's going to have to be an assertive. Don't let these performance levels drop. Pennington's looking stressed out. Mate, you're rubbish. That's what you should be telling someone who's stressed out, shouldn't you? I don't know why I did that, but it's happened now anyway. All right. Suman in goal's done okay, hasn't he? Playing a 6-9 on what is essentially his debut against decent opposition. Let's tell Corey Brown not to get himself sent off here. Oh, and if we can get through this when we start getting our signings for next season, then suddenly it starts to look promising. I think the next shout should maybe be a praise. Now they need 3 goals here. Let's not forget they need to beat our score now. Pennington, what's he got here for us? It's a poor pass from Pennington. It's a horrible pass from Pennington. Can we win it back? We're doing our best to put pressure on. We've done really, really well there. Forced a bad pass. Bailey Wright has it. Back in for Chapman. Let's be sensible here, boys. Look for your man in space. Risdon. Can Risdon pick a pass? He goes back for Pennington. Maybe back for Risdon. He's in space. It's been wonderfully played in there. Can he get a nice low ball across the box? He checks back. It's Connor Chapman. Oh, we've given it away. Why have we done that? Now suddenly we're in a lot of trouble. Can we get... Oh, they got men pouring forward. Forsberg has tied our defender in knots. And he's put his effort past the post there. Oh, that should have been a goal. Oh, it's a good ball for Bailey Wright taken early. Pasquale! And that's the game! It's 3-0. Only the first goal this season for Pasquale. But I tell you what, a nice heads-up corner there from Risdon into Bailey Wright. Nice and low. Bailey Wright takes the touch. Back for Pasquale. First time. Bends it in beautifully. It's 3-0 away from home. And this is not what I expected. I honestly did not. I thought with playing this formation, I don't think it's going to work for us. But we've shown the spirit of the A-League champions. And this is absolutely magnificent. I'm thinking we might even be able to give a debut here for Wright. Given that we've got some bookings here, let's maybe look to avoid going down to 10 men. We'll take 2 of them off. We don't have an option at left back, so Brown just has to kind of watch his step. Let's give them some more praise. They need 4 goals in 9 minutes. I tell you now, that's not happening. We're into the quarterfinals, boys. We're into the last 8. And we've done it with half a squad as well. What a way to do it. That is one of the most satisfying wins I think I've ever had in Football Manager. I didn't see it coming. I really, really didn't. A passionate, well done, boys. That was... it's beyond words, isn't it? So there we go, Western United triumph over Beijing in the second leg. What makes his debut, which is a hell of a place to make your debut. We've got money in the bank, which, let's face it, we need like you would not believe. A really good game. Maybe there is a number 10 in Pasquale after all. Guys, wait right there. Basically, now, here's what's going to happen. If we go and look at the competition here, the what's it called? The quarterfinals aren't until... basically midsummer. So we have a break now until the end of August before the quarterfinals. So what I'll do, instead of doing a summer transfer special, what I think we're going to do now with this series is I'll play through to that quarterfinal. Before the quarterfinal, we'll wrap up any signings that have happened. And I think now what we'll do is that this series will end when our Champions League run ends, because I think the quarterfinal, that may even run into the start of the A-League, the second leg. No, it won't. It'll basically go play us into the summer, though. If we were to make the semi-final, that would then go into the start of the A-League season. So we'll end this series when the Champions League run ends. We'll have a big summer ahead of us here now. We've got to try and squeeze under the salary cap and build a team to hopefully win us the Champions League this year. Wait right there, guys. We'll be back. Who are we going to sign? I don't know. Let's come back and find out. Okay, welcome back. Now, you will notice we are not playing the beta version anymore. We are playing the full version of the game. I've also had a night's sleep. This is now the next morning. It took a lot longer than I thought to get through the signings, but we do have signings. Let's have a quick look at who we've got in. Now, ignore this first one. We signed him on a youth contract. Basically, he turned 22, I think. His youth contract expired, and then we didn't bother following up on him. So he was just a quick in and out. Nicholas T is the new goalkeeper. We signed him on a free transfer from Chelsea. He's a good, potentially very good. I'm hoping he's going to be good enough to get the job done for us. Well, as long as this we're in the Champions League here now, but he's good. So I'm hoping he will be a good signing for us. Daniel Da Silva, we knew we were signing him effectively, the new Diamante. We also knew Chris Economides was coming in. He can play wide, he can play up top. So he's a good player to get in. And we also knew Aladdin was coming in as well, a really good, solid defender. So those are all things that we knew. A couple of that we didn't. Giovanni Giorgi from Juventus. I've got to get the name fixed now. We've got the full game. But from Juventus, he's a striker / winger. One thing, and we'll get to the hard luck story in just a second, we do lack a little bit for striking options. We couldn't get Follow Me back. We also couldn't get Pennington back. Follow Me, Ipswich wanted to keep him. Pennington went on loan to another Italian club before we could get in, before our transfer window opened, so we didn't get the chance to offer him to extend or come back on his loan. So yeah, Georgie is pretty much one of our striking options. Genis Generou, I think you'd pronounce that. He is the new, I guess, Brandon Wilson, just on loan from Melbourne City. A bit of backup in midfield. Solid enough, though, so should be a good signing for us. And Ryan Williams, we signed him on a free transfer from Portsmouth, I think it was. Again, he can play wide. He can play in the number 10 role. Just some good. He's Australian as well, so he doesn't take up a foreign player slot. Although, to be honest, we have plenty of those, so it doesn't really matter where he's from. But I'm hoping, just back up someone we can maybe use if in, say, an A-League game if we need to rest players for a Champions League game. So just a bit of squad depth there. Now for the hard luck story. We have signed, again from Juventus, Cosmo Marco Di Grazia on loan. Look at this guy. He's physically amazing. Good off the ball, good determination, good finishing. His work permit didn't come through. It was all agreed before the Champions League squad registration, and we've been waiting on this friggin' work permit now for about 2 weeks. So I'm going to keep going with it, mainly because if we were to somehow manage to win the Champions League, we could use him then in the FIFA World Club Cup, should we get that far. He's a really good player. I'm really, really annoyed that we couldn't sort of get the work permit done in time to be registered for the Champions League. But there we go. You can see we're still a few days away. It's expected on the 29th. We're on the 24th, so there we go. I did have we've got another striker ready to come in should that not go through. We've postponed it for a week because I'd rather have the other guy, but it wouldn't have made any difference. Again, this guy's work permit came in after the squad registration. Now, that's all the hard luck stories. Let's have a look at what we've got here. We have got Guangzhou Evergrande as our Champions League quarterfinal opponents. You can see the other ties there. It's the A-League Slayers, SIPG, and John Book in the other tie. Should we win this, we'll play the winner of that tie in the next round in the semi-finals. And you can see the Middle East or the Western Asia section there. So there we go. Now, we are not the favourites for this game, which is probably to be expected. Guangzhou are a powerhouse of Chinese football. They're coached by Fabio Cannavaro, a familiar name to most of us. I would imagine they're an adventurous, standard playing style. Now, unfortunately, we don't have data analysis reports, and I don't know why. We have data analysts, but they're not giving me reports, so it's frustrating. I don't really know what to do about that. We can see here a few familiar names. Elkerson is a good, he's Chinese, but he's not Chinese, you can tell by the name, but he is Chinese. Good finisher, so he's going to be a threat for us. Shaqiri is at their team. Talisa, who I've recognised from our journeyman or our worldwide tour last year, he's a really good player. They also have Paulinho of Tottenham fame, and of course Darun of Middlesbrough, I think it was fame. So there we go. We can see they're a controlled possession team. And yeah, let's have a look at what we're doing to try and beat them here. This is the team we're sending out. It's T in goal, the new look, first look at the new guy. It's Brown. We're going to go with Burgess and Wright in centre of defence because they do have that partnership. And Pires is playing right back. That is because Josh Risdon is injured for this one. He's out for a week or two. So he should be back for a second leg, but not available for this one. Pasquale and Francois go in midfield again. There's a bit of a link up there, which is good. So we'll stick with them. It's De Silva, Tillo, and Georgie. They are the attacking trio. In behind Economides, we might have to play around with this through the game. I don't think Georgie is strong enough to play up top by himself. Economides, a little bit more strength, a little bit more jumping reach, so I think he might be a better option as a striker, as a lone striker. But yeah, let's see how we can do here. The other thing we did do is we did give Tillo a senior contract, so we can see the way they're playing there. So hopefully that'll help kick him on a little bit. It means we have to register him in the squad now, but he was a regular last season anyway. What do you want to say this? Try and encourage the team. What do we say? Come on, lads, keep the run going. Good luck. Pull out an upset with the underdogs here. Yeah, we're the underdogs here. That suits us down to the ground, boys. Let's go show them what that last time out in China was not a fluke. We're a very good team. Let's go. And here we go. Here we go. I mean, obviously, away goals, they could be important here. If we can just go beat them 3-0. I guess it's 3-0? It was last night now that I recorded that. So for you, it's about 5 minutes ago. For me, I just can't even remember what happened. I just remember that we played really, really well. If we can do 3-0, whatever it was, if we can do 2-3-0 again, that would be fantastic. Bit of a snooze fest to start, but that's okay. Daroon's picked up a bit of a knock. We've got a nervous-looking Pires at right back, which isn't ideal. An apprehensive-looking Francois in midfield, which again isn't ideal. We've had more of the ball. And I'm going to go as far as to say, is no news good news in this situation? Would we take having to go home and win a game to get through? I mean, you probably would, wouldn't you? I'd like to have an away goal in our back pockets as well, to be honest, just as a little bit of an insurance policy. But that was a very, very boring half. Unlucky, boys. Unlucky. We'll go with that. Let's try and fire up some of the people here that aren't looking particularly good. Is that Burgess not playing well, mate? You've got to step up your game. We've got Aladdin on the bench with his genie. He's just waiting to come on. Pasquale there. We've got an apprehensive looking Francois. That's annoying that he hasn't reacted. The new boys up front haven't done too much, have they? Danny De Silva, come on, man. We need you. We need you to step up. And we've got Bailey right there as well. Do we make any changes? I'm wondering if we do switch Economides around with... Let's try it. Yeah. I wonder if we should maybe... Can we play him as a pressing forward, actually, as well? Just try and put a bit of pressure on their back line. Do we stick De Silva instead of Tillo in there? Do we look to exploit the flanks? Let's not change too much at once. We've got a highlight. I don't like that they have possession for this highlight. Can we nick it? Come on, boys. Come on. I can't decide if 0-0 is a good score here for us or not. I mean, oh, here we go. De Silva. Oh, he's intercepted it, but just couldn't find Tillo. They've lumped one over our heads. Don't let this happen. It's Elkerson. He's all alone. He's trying to hold it up. Can we get a block in here? Can we get a block? Oh, how has that happened? How has that happened? Unbelievable. Boys, how have you let that happen? It was all under control. There's nobody there with him. It wasn't an own goal. Oh, has it taken a deflection off of Burgess, and has that taken it over the goalkeeper, I wonder? Oh, I can't believe that's just happened. Come on, boys. Show some passion here. We're going to have to make some changes, I think, aren't we? Let's go attacking, and let's try and exploit the flanks. Alright, here we go. Pires. Is it going to be... Oh, I tell you what, he's done well there. Alright, can he get a good ball in? Can he find a teammate? It's back post. No, it's not. It's straight at the goalkeeper. Would Risdon have found a better ball at the end there? Now, was that the highlight, or are we going to continue here? Come on, boys. Oh, it's a good tackle there from Pires. He's angry about that cross, isn't he? Back there for Pasquale. Pasquale for Francois. In there for Tillo. Tillo goes past one. Off for Francois, a loose pass. Boys, come on. Sensible passing, please. Oh, that's ricocheted off one friggin' Chinese player to another one. And it is a rocket shot. And just like that, we're 2-0 down. And we've given the ball away ourselves. That's the worst thing about it, isn't it? We've done it to ourselves. Alright, we're going to have to make changes now because it's not working. Economides has not... He's done okay so far, but he's not had a good day here. So let's take him off. Let's make a change there. Let's go with the advanced playmaker Dario Vidicic on support. Let's move Georgie up to an advanced forward. You can see already that striking is definitely going to be a weakness for us, unfortunately. Francois has not had a classic game in there, has he? We'll leave him on for now. If we can get an away goal back, then it looks a lot better for us. But we haven't really created anything yet, have we? Let's be more expressive, perhaps. Yeah. I wonder if we get stuck in. No, not that. I wonder if we get stuck in and see if we can win the possession back. What have I done here? What have I done? Go back to live. Get stuck in. I mean, Corey Brown's going to get himself sent off now, isn't he? Come on, boys. Let's get creative here. Shaqiri's injured, so that's something. It's not been a complete waste. Alright, let's bring you on for Francois, who's just not turned up today. Tillo hasn't turned up today either. Do we have another sub? Let's get Williams on. It's just not been our day. Can we salvage 2-0 at home? I'm going to say possibly not. I mean, we're in pre-season as well, which doesn't help. Yeah. So there we go. Western United powerless to resist Guangzhou as they dominate. We never got a look in, did we? I do wonder. I mean, the dynamics are fine. There's nothing really there that says that, you know, that we should have struggled so much. But I do wonder if we look... We're still in pre-season, you know, like, it's not ideal. It's not ideal. We have an FFA Cup game that might help us before the second leg, but yeah, there we go, guys. That's it for today. Let me know what you think of the signings. Let you know if you think we can get ourselves out of this mess, but I have a horrible feeling that next episode might be an end-of-season award, so let me know who you think has been this season's Player of the Year. It's just so disappointing, isn't it? We never laid a glove on him. Anyway, guys, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care.